Hello, everybody, and welcome to Topic Thursday. I did. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Topic Thursday. We just got done doing a whole hour and about 10 minutes on our channel and rippling off of the lifeboat about different things that you can try that are new. So I really suggest that you go listen to that in its entirety. I happen to we happened to find an article that talked about 52 we happened to find an article that talked about 52 different ways to try something new. And what was interesting about the article is it wasn't anything groundbreaking, it wasn't anything major. It was just little things that you can try in order to try something new. You know, sometimes when we're in comfort zones like this, the best way to make it bigger is step out on it and start making it a little bit by a little bit bigger. You know, sometimes it's really makes us feel good to have everything boxed up and everything in control, and then trying something new, we can't always control the situation, but it's good for us because then when the big waves hit, we have big major things happening that are new. We're kind of practicing with the small stuff first. And so here's just a few things as you know, we look maybe and adding that if you journal to your journal, maybe adding things you're grateful for. We did mental uh, ways to boost your mental health. So adding some suggestions with that. And then maybe also adding something you want to try something new every maybe week. And it doesn't need to be jumping out of a plane and go trying then, something new at a restaurant, doing anything fancy or, changing of job or getting married. It just be the small, simple things. So I will just read a few of them off of here, and then hopefully you will go over and check uh, the one we did in its full entirety. Writing a handwritten note, posting it to someone that you haven't been in touch for a while with, that is connection. But we've forgotten, I think, that snail mail still exists, and writing a handwritten note, maybe mailing it off, or just leaving that in, maybe your husband's or your wife's lunchbox if they take lunch to work, or even your child's lunchbox, just getting them a little special note, and as well as for somebody you haven't talked to for a while. That is something that is really sweet when they open that, to be able to have something that was written by you. Here's one that I will soon have come up, of course, is making someone a birthday or a celebration cake. Well, you know what? It's my birthday next Tuesday, so I certainly hope that you will enjoy that. If you haven't checked out our birthday giveaway, that you go check that out too as well. We're going to be doing the birthday giveaway in the winter on Tuesday, the 18th at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So I hope that you will enjoy that. And I have a full day of just lots of connection and a lot of people to celebrate it with this year. And I'm just so excited and so thrilled. So we hope that you will join us for that celebration. Volunteering for the day at the local dog shelter or home for elderly, or a soup kitchen. That's another way to serve someone else, but also to do something different. Maybe bake bread. If you're frustrated, a great way to knead it, or we have the machines now that knead it for you. Bake bread. And if you fail at it, oh well. If you make a mistake, means you're trying something new, and just learn from it, learn from that mistake and do it again. We've had the same chicken, maybe we've had the same chicken recipe the same way. Well, you know what? Do something new, and go ahead and change it up a little bit. And, that could be just that little simple thing. Go to a museum or a cinema or a restaurant, and maybe enjoying someone else's company or your own company. Maybe you've gone to the same movie theater in your town, and maybe a different movie theater is, an extra 20 or 25 minutes away. Maybe go there. Maybe you'll find a new restaurant or a new shopping place you haven't been to before. Explore it. Bake some cookies and take it to a neighbor or take it to work or, take it to, if you have a great relationship with your doctor's office, maybe take it to your doctor's office. Just do something a little special, but then you're also connection and happening with other people. Sometimes we forget too uh, the amazing thing of being able to make something that you've made yourself. Involve your kids or your nieces into making birthday cards and anniversary cards or celebration cards. Make them yourself. I know for with my nieces and nephews, when Mother's Day came around and I was living near them, I would often make sure that I did some kind of project that they could do that was hands-on to be able to give to their mother on Mother's Day. And it was just something that they enjoyed tremendously, and I was so glad to do. And so, those handmade things are so special. If you're somebody that loves yarn or don't even have to love yarn, go ahead and go to your local Walmart, pick up some yarn, and you can trace out things with yarn, make beautiful things just using that and Elmer's glue. There's so many ways of printing out beautiful pictures and putting things together today in today's world. So make your own things. Go for a mountain climb or a hike or a long walk in a forest. Maybe bring a friend along. If you can't and you want a friend to join you and your best friend is in another state, go ahead and get them on the phone and take them with you and just enjoy that time connecting and reconnecting with them again. Maybe make sure you're visiting those local shops and local farmers markets and so forth, and supporting that community, and just maybe finding new handcraft creations or food items that you would like to go ahead and try. um, Pick up an old magazine or an old book, especially if you go to your doctor's office. Put your phone down and pick up a magazine and read it, even if it's from a little bit ago. You may find a new recipe inside of it. You may find new things or, new tips or what have you. So go ahead and do that as well. Maybe, go ahead and attend an open mic night or a concert in your local area from maybe a band or a comedian you haven't heard of before, and you maybe find some wonderful connections as well as some great laughs along the way, which we have started to add to our channel. Just some little cute jokes just to maybe give you a little chuckle for the day. So we started adding some of those as well. Take your camera with you for the whole day and capture, some interesting and new things. We have them right on our phones, don't we? We can take them and take a bunch of different pictures and enjoy the different things that we can see and maybe share them with your friends or so forth. Make your own soup to go with the bread. Go ahead and maybe make your own soup and look up new recipes for the soup. Learn a new language, even if you're not the greatest at it. Who cares? You're learning something new. It gets your mind going. And so that may be a fun thing to be able to do. Camp out. And if you can't necessarily camp out, bring the camp site inside the house. Go ahead and pop a tent. Let your kids sleep in the tent for the night. You can have them build with cardboard paper a little pretend fireplace. There's things that you can make in the oven with the s'mores and put on a movie and do popcorn and have hamburgers and hot dogs and so forth. Great little fun way of being able to give them something new. I used to make those tents, in the house with the little pop-up tents with the blankets and so forth. Enjoy a sunrise or a sunset. Maybe take a picnic or a cup of coffee and sit down and enjoy that with maybe somebody that a friend or your partner or your husband or what have you, or your children. Go and enjoy watching the sunrise like that. And here's just the last one I'm going to give you. And I hope that you can grow this list to so many things. Take time out to let those know around you that they are loved. Call up, Write letters, visit, and send a message out strong and clear to those that are most important to you. You know what? In my life right now, my aunt is dealing with stage 4 liver and lung cancer. And I had this one hit me, I think, out of all the things in here, the hardest today because I thought, you know what? I need to do this more. Well, she's here for however long God gives it to her, gives us her. I need to be reaching out to her every day and just saying, I want you to know I love you. Thank you for being such a wonderful aunt. And just really making sure that every day I'm finding a way to connect with her. And even if it's just through Messenger, that's all she can do right now. That I have those connections and I have those precious memories to go back on. So make sure that you tell the person around you that you love them. Give them a compliment. Give them tell them that they look nice or that they're wearing a pretty shirt or, just take the time to give a nice little compliment and smile at somebody. Sometimes when we don't realize how much somebody needs just a smile. It doesn't take a lot of effort and it's free. So I think that we could come up with so many different ways to be able to do something new. Because when we do something new and the big things in life, we've already kind of practiced on the small stuff, right? We've kind of stepped out in that comfort zone, get our little toesies out in the comfort zone, and we can start stretching that comfort zone out a little bit. And so go ahead and give some of these a try, because when the big things hit, when you are faced with huge new changes in your life, another really good tip is make sure that you do a little bit more self-care in your life during that time. I had gone through major surgery back in 2010. I had made a lot of staples down my stomach, internal staples. I was stitches and staples, all that kind of fun stuff. And I was out of work for about 6 weeks. And I was feeling pretty good. I felt like I healed up pretty good. And I thought, okay, I want to go back to work. And we needed me to go back to work and at the time. And I remember saying to my doctor, I want to go back to work. And she said, well, you're only going back, but you're going to go back half day. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I just want to go back all day. And I remember about several hours into the shift thinking, I can't wait to get out of here. Because every time I had to get up off the chair and get down and sit down in the chair, I thought, oh my gosh, this was so painful because I hadn't worked those stomach muscles like that for a while. And then just all of the stuff that was so common to me, it was stuff that I was so used to. I wasn't used to because I hadn't done it for 6 weeks. And I came home, my mom took my daughter for that night, and I came home and literally slept for 3 hours. I was so tired. We ordered food in that night, and I just got back in my own routine. So make sure that when you have something that's a major new, that you make sure that you do your due diligence and make sure that you are self-caring for yourself. Take a little nap if you need to, rest, just make sure that you're taking the time to build that into it. Don't overextend yourself. You may need to go stop by Sam's Club and pick up a couple chickens or whatever you need to do to make sure that you are self-caring for yourself in the process of when you are going through a huge new thing, that you just take that time to say, I have to do a little bit more check in on my self-care, needs during that time, and let your family be aware. Listen, our family, or I am going through a huge change and a huge new thing. And I've got to have a little bit more grace. Maybe you're a little bit more irritable, or you're just a little bit more nervous, or a little bit more short, or whatever it is. Just be aware that when new things happen, with new changes that happen, that is exactly what you need to be aware of that is going to happen. And so do what you need to do to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and so that you can take care of others. So I hope that you enjoyed just a brief little dive into this. I found this was very interesting. I did a full hour on the lifeboat. at my channel about this because I thought this was so simple that sometimes in our mix of sometimes we overcomplicate things or look to make things this huge production that they don't need to be. And so this was just really, really simple tips that could help with that, and come up with your own. Come up with some things that you thought, oh, you know what? I've never done that before. Oh, I never thought about doing that before. Whatever it is. And please take the time, put it down in the comments. We would appreciate that. I hope that you're enjoying this topic Thursday. And I'm trying to we've kind of been having our schedule on the lifeboat be Tuesday, 11:30 Pacific time and 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. And then whatever I kind of talk about then, I kind of do a short kind of video on it for our just a brief time for those to just kind of get a little synopsis of the longer show that was done on Tuesday for Topic Thursday. It won't always be that way, but it's kind of been running in that direction lately. So I hope you enjoy that. I hope that you enjoy the verses that are coming up on the channel, the topic, the Devotion Thursday, Devotion Tuesday, and we've been adding just little jokes to get people laughing a little bit. And go tell somebody you love them today. You don't know how long God's going to grace you with them. And the time that they're here is so special and so amazing. So have a wonderful, wonderful day or night, depending where you are. And we will see you on the next Topic Thursday. And have a blessed day or night. And remember, stay connected. It truly can make a huge difference. Bye, y'all.